Hey everyone, welcome. The left are racists. Now don't take my word for it. Take the words of an ex-BBC journalist and current rector of Edinburgh University, as he's been slammed for racism after dubbing Liz Truss's diverse secretaries of state as, are we ready for this? This is disgusting. I would never dream of saying this, would you? The coconut cabinet. Yes, you heard that right. Now this was on top of other things that he'd already said that had already caused an uproar. So this man decided that it would be anti-racist to say that people are coconut cabinet, which basically means brown on the outside, white on the inside, which is a derogatory term. Imagine if I said that and meant it. These are words of his, by the way, YouTube. Got to get that in, haven't you? Now you're probably wondering who. It's actually Ian McWhirter, as he wrote. Are we ready for this? We'll have a look through what he said, shall we? First off, are we ready for this? He said that Truss's cabinet made the Scottish government look hideously white. So there's the first indication of what this man is. Then he went on to say, at the appointing of Kwarteng, Cleverly and Braverman, that they were a coconut cabinet, which is a massive derogatory term, basically saying that you're brown on the outside and white on the inside. Now, obviously, this got outrage. He didn't get his collar felt, obviously. He's just allowed to apologise. Anyone else, you would have had your collar felt, would you not? But he's allowed to apologise, I assume, because he's a journalist class and they're above the law, aren't they? Are they not? Well, he's come out and said an apology, which is, shall we say, made it even worse. Are you ready for this? An apology. Earlier, I made an ironic reference to a term used by some on the left about black people who are deemed traitors to the cause through joining the Tory party. So that whole statement has said it was irony. It was just a joke. I was just being ironic. But the left are all racists about black people, because if they're using this term, he's got this term from the left and he's an ex-BBC. That tells me he uses the term. And he's come back and bit him. What happened to the online harms bill? It seems to be only directed in one direction, that online harms bill, doesn't it? Let's carry on. After I posted it, I realised this joke might give offence and deleted it. No, you deleted it when there was an uproar. You thought you were above the law and above the mob. Left always eat themselves, don't they? It was unacceptable language, wide open to misinterpretation, and I am sincerely sorry for the distress I have caused. I have repeatedly applauded the Conservatives for having the most diverse cabinet in British history by saying that the Scottish government looks too white compared to Truss, and then saying that the ones that are in there, you know, the black people that have progressed, got themselves better, in a better position, actually into seats of power, successful, are actually coconuts. And who's the racist here? Indeed, I tweeted earlier that the Truss cabinet made the Scottish government look hideously white. This is a white man, by the way. I have always championed racial diversity by calling people coconuts in my columns, and I am dismayed that my cack-handed attempt at humour. Imagine if anyone else said this, like I said earlier, you'd get your collar felt, wouldn't you? He's trying to say that it was a joke, that he's an absolute racist. As far as I'm concerned, to use that language as a journalist, he should be just as susceptible to the laws of online harms, because this was in a tweet, as everybody else. And I don't care whether you think you're anti-racist or not, you're actually just a racist, Ian. Sorry, you are. Let me know what you think, though. I'd like to know your opinion. Before we go, though, let's have a look at another one. This is Steve Bray telling Cleverly he can't wait for him to leave the UK. In other words, when are you going home? Have a listen to this. This is anti-racism for you. Have a listen.
You're a disgrace, Mr. Cleverly. Your party is finished. The sooner you're out of the UK, the better. The sooner you're out of the UK, the better. Your party is a disgrace. No, I haven't said that. Don't make it about race, Mr. Cleverly. You mentioned race. I didn't mention it. The sooner you're out of the UK, the better.
What a lemon. Stay safe. See you on the next one.